Welcome back to TechKidFX for another price prediction update, and in this video I'll be giving you a price prediction update on Lunc, whose current price stands at the $0.0002459 mark, and here on TradingView the market is up by 1.23%. And in this video I want to give you the key scenarios that I expect to play out, basing my analysis on the Elliot wave structures, the Fibonacci's, the key areas of support and resistances, and also draw out any key chart patterns that you have information on this chart. And I'll kickstart the video by giving a brief of what has been happening on this chart. Lunc, from these low prices that we had been trading within, we saw a very nice bounce to the upper side, which had been obeying this Elliot wave structure, having a wave 5 taking us back to around the $0.00059 mark. And having seen that movement to the upper side obeying this Elliot wave structure, we can now name that movement to the upper side as a higher Elliot wave count 1. And after seeing the formation of a higher Elliot wave count 1, whatever we expect next is the formation of a higher Elliot wave count 2, and I believe that is what we are seeing over here in this movement right here, making our low for that second wave at around the $0.00018 mark. And after seeing the formation of a higher Elliot wave count 2, whatever we expect next is the formation of a higher Elliot wave count 3 to the upper side, which is an impulsive wave. And since it is an impulsive wave, I also expect to see fractal waves in formation within that wave to the upper side, and I believe that is what we are seeing here on the Lunc chart. So this movement to the upper side over here, I can term it as an Elliot wave structure, having that as the first wave to the upper side, then a wave 2, then a wave 3, then I'm expecting a wave 4, and then a wave 5 to complete a higher Elliot wave count 1, which is a fractal wave within that higher Elliot wave count 3 to the upper side. And getting a little bit into the details of the formation of this fractal wave so that it can give us the key scenarios that we expect to play out. After seeing the high for that first wave to the upper side, I expected a very nice retracement to the lower side in the formation of a wave 2. And since a wave 2 is a retracement of the first wave, we can use the Fibonacci's, connecting them from the low of that wave 1 to the high of that wave 1, and that gives me a minimum retracement area between the Fib level 0.382 and the Fib level 0.618 as a maximum. And I can mark that target area here on the charts like that, and you can see Lunc retraced into that target area. We even managed to break out of the target area to the lower side, and after seeing the breakout out of our target area, we have continued pushing lower, even lost key area of support at around the $0.00024 mark. And right now we are trying to break above that key area of resistance once more. And before I get into that, we need to get to see whether this wave 2 is still a valid wave 2 using the Fibonacci's. And to do that, I just need to use the Fibonacci's once more, connecting them from the low of that wave 1 to the high of that wave 1. And for us to invalidate a wave 2 to the lower side, that can only happen in case that wave 2 loses the Fib level 0.78 Fib level. And you can see here on the Lunc chart, we are yet to lose that key area on the Fibonacci, meaning this is still a valid wave 2 to the lower side, and there's a possibility of us having a recovery to the upper side in the formation of a wave 3. And basing it on the low that we have down here, we can sketch out a target area to the upper side in the formation of that wave 3, basing it on the trend based Fibonacci, connecting it from the low of that wave 1 to the high of that wave 1, then dragging the fibs to the low of the wave 2, and that gives me a minimum target area to the upper side in the formation of a wave 3 at the fib level 1.618, and that is at around the $0.0005318 mark. And that is the minimum that I would expect that third wave to the upper side to do, then a wave 4 and then a wave 5 to complete that higher Elliot wave count 1 to the upper side. And in case we lose that key area on the Fibonacci, that is the fib level 0.78 Fib level, then I'll have to restructure my Elliot wave structure and view this movement to the lower side as a wave 2, and that is have that as a massive ABC corrective movement, have that as the wave A, then a wave B, then the new low that we make down here will be the low for that wave C, and then term it as a higher Elliot wave count 2, and then sketch out a movement to the upper side in the formation of a higher Elliot wave count 3. And getting to the key chart patterns that you have information right here, in the formation of a second wave, we saw the formation of a triangle, which is right here, which I have highlighted here in red, having that as the upper side of the triangle. Then we have this horizontal line as the baseline of that triangle, and we have seen a breakout out of this chart pattern to the lower side, and the minimum target area to the lower side out of that chart pattern can be given by the height of the triangle. So using a trend line once more, we can get that height, then place it down here to give us a minimum target area to the lower side back to around the $0.00016 mark. And in case that plays out, then Luna could be giving us a new low down here, and in case that plays out also, I'll have to term this movement to the lower side as a massive ABC corrective movement, and the new low as the low for that second wave, and then sketch out a target area to the upper side in the formation of a wave 3. We can also sketch out a target area for that higher Elliot wave count 3 using the trend based Fibonacci, connecting it from the low of that first wave to the high of the wave 1, then dragging the fibs to the low of the wave 2, and that gives me a minimum target area to the upper side at the fib level 1.618, and that is at around the $0.01 mark. And in case that plays out, then Luna could be losing 1-0. Also taking a look at the indicators to see what movements will be supported here on the 1 hour RSI. On the 1 hour RSI, we are trading at around the 54 mark, meaning we have massive room for us to support any movement to the upper side in the formation of that third wave. Also taking a look at the MACD. Here on the MACD, we have printed a bullish cross, and that means higher prices are coming our way. So let's be patient and see how that plays out, and I'll keep you updated.